Survivor Philadelphia. Second season of Survivor Philadelphia.
The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions.
As here's a drive in a deep left field by Castellanos.
And the hunt is on for the idol.
But it ain't about how hard you hit.
The winner of Survivor Philadelphia Season 2.
It's about how hard you can get it and keep moving forward. How much you can take.
Survivor Philadelphia.
Hello, what's going on? I'm super excited. Survivor is getting ready to come on in another month and some change. But in the meantime, if you are looking for something to watch, I definitely would highly recommend you watch Survivor Philadelphia. It is on YouTube. It is a Survivor series and it's edited down to a YouTube video. It's created by the baby boy, Alex G. I had the amazing opportunity to participate in Survivor Philadelphia Season 1. Okay, I'm a runner-up. So listen, I know a thing or two about this franchise. And so I'm so excited to have here my co-host on this Survivor Philadelphia watch with me. He is a contestant on Survivor Season 3, and he is a contributor for the Bryce and Wynn Present Instagram page. I'm so excited to have Timmy Bridgman with us. What's going on, Timmy?
What's good, Bryce? It's always good to see you as always. And I'm so excited to be part of this and so excited to talk about Survivor Philly. You know, I feel like people are going to watch it. They're going to love it. They're going to enjoy it. And it's going to keep that Survivor energy going right for 47.
Absolutely. And I have to say, like, you know, anything Alex G asks me to do, I'm going to do it because his boyfriend, Matt, and I love his boyfriend, Matt. So shout out to Matt. But Alex has really created something so special here. And again, if you like Survivor, I'm telling you, you are going to like Survivor Philadelphia Season 3. I thought Survivor Philadelphia Season 1 was amazing. I thought Survivor Philadelphia Season 2 was amazing. But boy, let me tell you, I watched this first episode, which is available now on YouTube, and I believe it's its highest viewing season to date, or the premiere. So it's so exciting. But listen, it's really like watching Survivor because I have some people to cuss out because it was just so much going on. But I also want to just give a huge shout out to, again, Alex G. I know there's Matt Scott, Dr. Amanda, there's Lauren, there's Brian, there's Corona, all of these people that help Alex G put all of this together. So it's like really so amazing. And I'm excited because Tim and I will be covering this season. Every week, we're going to give you a recap of the episode and just give you our thoughts and takes. And so you should join along with us. Make sure you subscribe to Survivor Philadelphia on YouTube. Follow them on Instagram because they have it all going on. So what was it like for you, Tim, before we even get into this? What was it like for you applying and actually participating in Survivor Philadelphia Season 3, now or never?
Yeah, so applying, I've never done a live reality game before. I was at work, Bryce, and I thought to myself, I want to actually do something. So I looked at the application, I filled it out, I took my lunch break, I sat in that break room, I put that camera on the counter, and I just started talking and being myself and saying, this is my now or never moment. Right now, I'm at work, but I will never miss this opportunity to play the game. And honestly, it's been amazing. I love the entire cast. I'm thankful for everybody who helped with the production of Season 3 and just Survivor Philly in general. And when I tell you it was an absolute blast, Bryce, it was an absolute blast and a memory I'll cherish forever. And I never even been in Philly before then. So it was my first time in Philly too.
Shout out to Philly, okay? And I also just have to say, that's how I met Timmy. Alex G asked me to come. And first of all, he didn't have to ask me to come. Baby boy was going to come anyway. And I went to help support. And I have to say, Alex was like, oh, you only have to come for 15 minutes. And my ass was there for about 7 hours because literally I got so like engulfed in the game. And I remember seeing all of the contestants and meeting some of them. I didn't get to meet all of them, but I met some of them. And I remember seeing Timmy. You know, he stuck out for me. You know me, I'm rooting for everybody black. And so I saw this black man and I was like, oh, who is this young man? And I remember saying to myself, like, oh, hey, Timmy. And mind you, Tim was in game mode. So Tim was like, hey, I was like, oh, okay. Tim don't like me. All right, let me just, and it's so funny because like even from third grade, Tim, right?
Mhm.
The people that I love the most, whenever I meet them, I think like they don't like me. Like my best friend of like over 25 years, when we met, our lockers were right next to each other, and I like couldn't figure out my combination. And when I did it, my locker slammed open and it hit her door. She was like, ugh. And I was like, oh, she hates me. And that's my best friend. So I was so excited that not only has Survivor Philadelphia just brought me so many good memories, it's brought me such a good friend like yourself. And so I'm so grateful. But I also just want to preference this before we get into this recap is that all of the contestants I love. Like, I think that you are amazing. I also don't want you to get mad at me because I'm going to cuss you out. And there is
Right.
one particular person this episode I'm going to cuss out. And when I mean I'm going to cuss out, because what? Okay, 10, 9, 8.
Take a
7,
breath,
6,
Bryce.
5. I got to take a breath. I have to take a breath. All right, go ahead, Timmy, because I'm just all over the place because I'm so excited because it really was that good. I was watching in my bed and I was like,
right?
What's happening here? Oh,
the quality.
I mean, the editing is so amazing. So again, I can't say enough. Go over there on YouTube and give a follow to Survive Philadelphia and watch this. And also, if you need something, because he's putting out the episodes every Tuesday. So hopefully Tim and I will be back Thursdays or Fridays or Saturdays, whatever the Lord decides us. But if you are feeling the hunger of this season and you don't feel like waiting till the next week to come out, go back and watch season 1 with your baby boy, okay? The icon, the legend.
Period.
And show him how to do it. But okay. All right, we here. Survivor Philadelphia season 3. Now
or never. All right, so let's just hop right into it, Bryce. We got the 2 tribes starting off. We got the Fairmount tribe and the Roxborough tribe. Fairmount, this is the tribe that I just so happen to be on.
Hey.
These are the players who are essentially looking forward to their future. We have some people like Manfred who just quit their job at a retail store and is getting ready to change careers. We got folks like Robinette, who's just transitioning into living her life differently and taking on new challenges. Paige, who's just recently about to get married. She's getting ready to move as well. And everybody on this tribe is looking forward to change that's happening. We have Ryan, Natasha, Sunshine.
We gotta stop and talk about the baby boy Ryan, right?
Yes.
Ryan is someone else from the Survivor Philadelphia who I adore, I love, and watching Ryan back on this episode, I learned a fun fact that I didn't know about Ryan. Ryan is first of all, he's in sales, right? He's got a very corporate job, he looks the part. And then Ryan gives us a little belly dance and says that he is a part-time, now maybe I'm spicing it, but a part-time exotic dancer.
Exotic dancer. I didn't know that either. When I first watched the episode, he didn't tell us, so I was surprised. I'm like, exotic dancer?
Exotic dancer?
When did this happen?
I texted him. I said exotic dancer, and Ryan is so hyped. He got a gif of him doing a little first of all, I'm gonna need you to get on beat, Ryan, a little bit because it was a little you missed it. But real quick, Ryan, because here on the Purple Pants Podcast, we like to support. We like to uplift our community. Please drop the location as to where we could come and watch a show because Ryan is aesthetically pleasing on the eyes. And so listen, where can we support Ryan? I got a couple dollar bills laying around the house. Loved Ryan. Also loved Sunshine.
Yes.
I loved Sunshine, hearing his story about how he got the name Sunshine. He was working at a bar working at a restaurant the first day, and he had a group of 16 people. First of all, if I'm working at a restaurant the first day,
you're not putting 16 people in front of me. Not on the first
that's
day.
My first and last day. Okay, my nickname gonna be Good Night. We not doing that. I'm just trying to learn the register. I'm just trying to learn what's on the menu. Ryan had a group of 16, and it was his first day. He was so positive that the people, I don't know, were they singing "You Are My Sunshine"? Something, but they coined him Sunshine, and ever since then he was Sunshine. So I'm really loving the Fairmount tribe. Did we miss anybody? Did we miss what's my girl name?
Christine.
Christine. We got
Christine.
Christine. And did we get Natasha?
Natasha. So Natasha, she works right in DEI work, and I just love Natasha's energy and seeing the episode itself. I think she stands out because she comes in. I don't want to jump too far ahead, but she comes in during the game and right during the first challenge at the puzzle, she just hits the ground running.
She killed it.
Mhm.
Yes, and wait, I just want to make sure we're not forgetting anybody. And of course, my Wi-Fi want to be acting slow, but okay, sorry. Go ahead. Oh yeah, we got my
wait.
girl Christine.
Kristen, my bad.
Kristen.
That's her first edit. Kristen. She gonna kill me.
Kill him, Kristen, because I said, wait a minute, we not about to forget my good girlfriend, Kristen. Okay, so we have this is the Fairmount tribe. Now we have
the Roxborough tribe. So on the Roxborough tribe, immediately standout star for me from the first episode. I gotta give it to Jasmine.
Oh, okay.
I gotta give it to Jasmine.
Yes,
Thank you.
shout out. Yes, shout out to my cousin Jazz. Again, first of all, I just love this because seeing all of these people, I feel like I know them from the Survivor Philadelphia events or just knowing them from Survivor Philadelphia. But shout out to my cousin Jasmine. She always supports, always comes out. And also shout out to the ponytail that was in this season episode, okay? Because Jasmine wasn't playing. Also, shout out to my boy John. He's a huge supporter. We love John. I believe he works in like the marijuana business. He's like a manager of a marijuana store over there in New Jersey. Shout out to Amir. Okay, we'll get to Amir later because first of all, that's the baby boy. We love Amir, but sometimes you got to cuss out the people that you love. And Amir will be getting a cuss out this episode. Who else do we have?
We got Gabe. So Gabe is a DJ and a PI. A DJ and a PI.
And a PI. I mean, I don't know if it's
so
PI.
while he's spinning records over there, Bryce, you know, he peeping.
Okay.
You know, he might be mixing together a little Fantasia with a little Ice Spice, but he got his eyes out on y'all, you know.
He must have not clocked into work this episode because I felt like he might have missed a couple of things. Also, my girl Jalissa, I thought she is amazing. Who else do we have? We have Emma. And then I also really feel like we have the star of the episode, my girl Jen. Jen is a cancer survivor. She is a first responder. She's Philadelphia born and raised. She's a member of the LGBTQ plus community. She is a lady of a certain age, but you could never tell because her spirit is so beautiful.
Yes.
You know, we have her, and then we also have Ben. I love Ben's energy. Ben is so amazing. He's so fun. He's so lighthearted. He's so like, I feel like not serious, but also serious at the same time. There was a part during the episode where Ben is giving a confessional and it's like a serious confessional and like a jogger walks by and Ben is like, hey, what's going on? You know, and then just keeps on going. So those are our tribes. Shout out to Roxborough. Shout out to Fairmount. And then, you know, also just shout out to Alex G in this monologue, right? He gives the opening monologue. And I used to always like, with love, tease Alex, like, you know, you're Jeff Probst. You try to be Jeff Probst with, he puts on the Jeff Probst outfit. But really, I feel like in this season opener, now or never, it really is now or never for Alex because he really steps into his own. This monologue that he is giving, this host that he is stepping into. It's like no longer a Jeff Probst impersonation. It's Alex P. Like drop the G and add the P because Alex P clocked into duty this episode. So again, just shout out to Alex P, not G.
I know that's right. Because Alex, he came with it just because, you know, how all of us been changing over the past couple of years. Alex been changing too. And just like this game is so focused on our past and where we're going in the future, Alex is changing just like that. And the game is getting ready to change too, because you know what's about to happen, Bryce. We're about to hop right into the challenge right out of the gate.
Ooh, yes. Signs of the Times, I believe it's called.
That's right. So basically, for this challenge, we have the two tribes who are running to go get some puzzle pieces and bring it back. Then you have another set of players who are going to do a puzzle to give a code to the final player on their team to unlock a gate.
So,
And when I tell
wait,
you it was cold out there, Bryce,
oh, it was
it was
chilly.
cold.
Yeah,
I
we
ain't
see the
never been to
time.
Philly. Right. It
It's
was like,
well, first of all,
yeah.
Tim, DC and Philly is not that far apart. So it's like the weather in Philly is very similar to the weather in DC. Stop acting like this filmed in Antarctica and you're like, it's so cold. Tim, like,
Oh no, I don't know. It was like a good temperature difference up there. I
okay.
came up there with a short shirt on, short pants. I'm like, okay, it's fall. It's not early, it's not late fall just yet. It's like summer just ended. It's gonna be warm. It was cold, Bryce. It was real cold. And so
I was looking
when
at
it
those
came to the
times
challenge,
though, because
mhm,
it said like 7:30. I said, oh, they was out there early. So I could see it being a little cold. Also, real quick in this challenge,
yeah,
the teams have to run, untie knots,
mm-hmm,
and very crucial piece. You
that's
have to
true.
then grab the puzzle pieces. Alex P said, listen, untie the knots, grab the puzzle pieces, and bring them back to the camp. Once everyone has it, then the people can start figuring out the puzzle. Okay, just
Mm-hmm.
want to make that clear because comprehension. You might be you might be an exotic dancer, but comprehension is key, Mr. Cassidy.
That's right, because we see Ryan run to the puzzle pieces, untie them, but he doesn't come back with the puzzle pieces.
Yeah, and also I was like, Ryan. Clearly, Ryan played baseball in his life because first of all, Ryan, I believe it was Ryan and Amir. Like they took off, they
Mhm.
were out. I said, oh, they are really serious about this. Ryan thought he was getting ready to slide into first base, slid. I'm like, how are you sliding on that? Like he was like,
Smooth with it too.
okay, too smooth. If he would have just walked up, untied it, okay, he would have remembered the puzzle pieces. But baby boy was locked in. And so yeah, I was just like, Ryan, what is you doing?
His exotic dancer name might be first base. We don't know. We
Or
don't know,
home
Bryce.
run,
Home
home
run.
run. We'll have to figure that out. What is your name, Ryan?
But yeah, they ultimately come back with not the puzzle pieces. Well, Ryan doesn't come back with the puzzle pieces. He comes back with an advantage. In this moment, I don't think a lot of people see it, but he forgets the puzzle pieces. So there's an announcement that's made. It's like Alex says, Fairmount forgot the puzzle pieces. They're going to have to run back out there and go grab it. And so at this moment, the Fairmount tribe is still in the lead and they get the chance to run back, go grab the puzzle pieces. And it's pretty much even. Right as we get to the puzzle, we have Kristen and Robinette working on, no, not Robinette, sorry. We have Kristen and Paige working on the puzzle.
Okay.
And then we have for the Roxborough tribe.
I mean, you was on the season, Timmy B. Like, who was putting the puzzle pieces together?
All right, so that was my mistake. It was Kristen and Robinette on the puzzle, and then we had Johnny and Jaleesa on a puzzle for Roxborough. Basically, at this time, nobody can solve the puzzle, so they're like, let's bring somebody else in and help from each tribe. Then we have Natasha come in for Fairmount, and then we have Emma. We have
I don't know who came in, but all I know is Natasha came in and Natasha played no games. First of all, the two tribes or the two people that was working on each individual puzzle, like I thought they were kind of doing okay, but clearly when Alex P says it's time to bring somebody else in, Natasha came in. Natasha said, I thought Natasha was gay working as a DJ because she said fricka, 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 fricka,
okay.
frick. Okay, like she did 3-second moves, and I said, "Oh my god!" Shout out to Natasha, and she takes the win for Fairmount. Fairmount wins the first immunity challenge, or not immunity challenge, or tribe win. Shout out to Fairmount, and then it leaves Roxborough to go to tribal council. Now, baby, That's all good and gravy. Now, this is when the episode truly starts, right?
Mhm.
Because at this point, everyone seems to be getting along, everyone likes each other. But Johnny said, F it, it's Jen. Now, here's the thing, right? I'm not even mad at them saying Jen because Jen is, first of all, she is an amazing person. But as
Yes.
she is getting to know everyone, she's telling everybody her story, which her story is super empowering and amazing. And I look up so much to Jen. I think that she is
Mhm.
so amazing. I had the opportunity to meet her. However, Jen, baby, like, I don't know if you want to be telling everybody this because it really, like, as I'm watching this, I'm like, who would want to sit with Jen at the end? Like, she has the most amazing story. She really is a survivor, right? And
Yes.
so that's why I'm not mad at when Johnny was like, it got to be Jen. And so once somebody says a name and no one really wants to make a move, the name Jen, the name Jen, the name Jen, the name Jen. Now Jen is like, ain't nobody really talking to me. And that's really how it is on Survivor.
Mm.
Because I only went through one tribal council on my Survivor season. But when it was time to talk, ain't nobody have no talk for me. I'm just, like, hey. So I really felt Jen in that moment.
Mhm.
It's interesting because we get this arc of Amir. Amir basically says that, like, he's gotten in shape, he's fit, he's working out, he's in the best time of his life. And Amir is like, in all of the seasons of Survivor Philadelphia, an older woman has gone home.
Mhm.
And I do apologize because I did start that trend because on my season, I did say Melanie's name and we did send Melanie home first. And also, I just want to apologize to my queen Melanie because Melanie is an amazing woman. She's a skateboarder. She be roller skating. She has a beautiful daughter. I'm sorry, Melanie. But listen, it was now or never, and it was you or me. And so there has been this trend. And Amir, at some point in time, someone says, well, what do we tell Jen? And I think it might have been Paige or somebody that's like, well, just tell him Amir. Baby, Amir hears that and is automatically thinking that it's Amir. And Amir decided to flip the tables, to turn the corner. Amir was like, I'm hearing my name. And also he's like, I'm hearing Jen's name and I don't want it to be Jen. They
Mhm.
have gotten rid of older women before and I'm going to stop it now. I am going to, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, Amir, that's what you want to do, but I'm with him. He's saying, not today, not on my watch.
And you know who has something to say about it? Emma hearing all of that and this whole conversation and the title of the episode. I don't care about fair. She let him know in the game of Survivor, if it's not me, it just so happened to be Jen. Yes, this is a trend, but for Emma in this moment, she's like, I do not care about fair. If it's not me, and I've heard Jen as the only name that's out there, it looks like it's gonna be Jen because it's not gonna be Emma. And so in that moment, she's like, again, she doesn't care about this cycle. She's just looking out for herself and her future in the game.
Listen, if my name is Bennett, if I'm not in it, right? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
hate that it would have to be Jen, but I'm also like, with all these other people, I'm kind of like, I'm feeling them. But at this moment, I'm like, okay, Amir doing too much. Like, you are rocking the boat a bit too early. And if you thought Amir was doing that much, so mind you, then they are trying to figure out another plan. And so they're like, well, Johnny F seems to be saying a lot of different stuff around here. Maybe it'll be Johnny. And so Johnny is the first one that really was kind of like putting Jen's name out there. And then as the tables and the tides start to turn, Johnny's kind of checking in with people, and people are like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We get to tribal.
Mm-hmm.
And at tribal, tribal was a hoot. Okay. First of all, the editing on Survivor Philadelphia, we get I don't know if
Flash
it's
forward.
a flash forward. Okay, I was going to say
Yeah.
foreshadowing. We get a flash forward that Amir found an idol, or he found the clue. Now, also, this is another thing Amir was doing, where he was saying, like, I don't know if Jen should go. They're like, well, why not? He's like, I think maybe what if she found an idol? Now
We
I'm
don't
like,
know.
now, Amir, what are you
Mhm.
doing? Okay. So we get to tribal, and everything is going good. And baby, Amir said, I didn't come to play today. Somebody is talking. Amir is like, okay, I'm gonna
Cut
let
the
you finish.
cameras.
Cut the cameras. But listen, it ain't right what y'all doing to Jen. Jen is a good woman. She from Philadelphia. We need to stop this now. And then Alex turns to Johnny, and now mind you, keep in mind, Johnny has started the train of Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Alex turns to Johnny and say, Johnny, what you think of that? Johnny's like, yeah, I don't think, I don't, I don't support that at all.
And mind you, Johnny was the person who threw out Jan's name in the first place.
Yeah, he was stuck real quick. I said, "Oh no, Johnny." And so Amir continues to run this tribal. It's time to vote. People start voting. When Amir goes up to vote, Amir has his little clue. He sticks it in. He loses his vote, I believe,
Yes.
but he gets an idol. And the idol. Now, this is what I was a little confused about. Maybe you can shed some light. So I felt like in the fast forward, it looked like he had to play the idol today. But then when he read the idol to us, it was essentially saying that like he had to play it before 5 people were left, but he lost his vote this time.
Yeah,
Right?
so there was some confusion there. He would have received the idol that was good up until final 5, but that was his only opportunity to get it. So it was the now or never moment of, am I gonna open this chest and grab this idol now so I can have an idol for the rest of the game? But he wasn't required to use it in that moment. So there might have been some confusion that led him to believe he had to use it. That's that tribal council.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. Then Alex starts, we have all the votes. And then Alex says, if anybody has an idol, you can use it. Amir, now this, put my glasses on, because this is where I am here to cuss Amir out. Okay. Now, y'all remember, all back at camp, Amir said, we should not be sending no older women home. I don't like that. Like, we're not doing this. And tribal, Amir tries to call everybody out and was like, y'all saying Jen name, that's not cool. Now, mind you, we've only heard Amir's name mentioned once, and that was for a decoy. They told him that. They said, no, we just said that for a decoy. Now, I get it. You don't really want your name popping up, but like, ain't nobody saying this boy name. Then Amir stands up and says, Alex. And I'm like, at this moment, I'm like
he finna play it on Jen. She finna be safe.
Amir about to change the game. Amir says, I can't play too much. They said my name, but here. Amir plays the idol on himself. Amir, you just sat up here and flipped the whole tribal because, you got to protect Jen. You can't do this with Jen. And essentially, you send Jen home.
4-3. He lost his vote. It would have tied it. He lost his vote. He got the idol. He lost his vote. It would have been 4-4. Would have went to maybe Rocks or a revote. And maybe, Jen might have stayed. They might have changed their mind. He lost
Amir
his vote.
pissed me off. I said, Amir. But mind you, here's the thing though. I ain't mad. Okay. I ain't mad. You and me. But also not you talking all of that. Talking all of that. And then you play it for yourself. And then sadly, Jen gets voted out, which continues this horrible, horrible, horrible trend of an older woman getting voted out early in Survivor Philadelphia. And then as Jen is leaving, we're getting her confessional, and Jen basically says, F y'all. I'm a real survivor. Okay, I done many things in my life, and at the end of the day, to be out here and to play this really is like such a dream come true for her. And so she really went out with grace and style. And then what happens as she's walking out and we're seeing her walk out, Timmy?
She's walking out. We're sad. We're thinking, okay, she just got voted out of the game. She was such a strong player. She climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. I can't even climb my flight of stairs without getting tired. And in this moment, it's kind of somber, it's sad, and we see her stumble across something. Like you know how in the movies it's a post-credit scene that you want to stay in your seat for? It's one of those kind of moments because she's not out of the game just yet. We don't know what it is, but it's some kind of twist, and we're left right at a cliffhanger.
Jen says, no. Am I real? I said, the way I got so excited and the way Alex G said, to be continued. Okay. Alex G said, to be continued. Tune in next week. And I hope the hypeness of Tim and I have excited you because we are really in for such a great season. We'll be back next week covering episode 2. I really can't wait. Tim, before we go, where can the people follow you at? I know that we just want to give you all a short little recap because the real meat and potatoes is over there on Survivor Philadelphia.
That's right. So you can find me on Instagram at TimSagramB. You can also find me on the Bryson Wynn Present page. You know, with 47 coming up, I'll be right there making content right again. You can always re-review any of the videos and content I put out for 46. You can also find me on TikTok on the Bryson Wynn Present page there, or at He Watches Shows on TikTok.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Tim, for joining me in this inaugural episode of season 3. Let us know in the comments what you think. Also, if any other players are here, let us know in these YouTube comments. Let us know what you think of this recap, and we'll be back next week covering episode 2. Thank you so much for listening. We're out.
Peace.
Ooh, it's the Purple Pants Podcast. You better listen in public, might make your stomach hurt. Ooh, it's the Purple Pants Podcast. You're trying to unwind, you better get that box wine. It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You're trying to get your snack, you better hurry right back though. It's the Purple Pants. It's the Purple Pants.